Now, we talked about the beginner's mindset, didn't we? The beginner's mindset is so important here because all of you have come to the Gupta program on your own journey. And your journey may have been, first of all, seeing your doctor and then taking blood tests and saying, oh, everything seems to be fine. And then going to specialists who have been able to help here or there, but not really getting to the root. And then perhaps seeing other complementary and alternative practitioners. And then being part of support groups who may have had certain messages that they gave to you. And all of that baggage, or so-called baggage, we've accumulated and collected on our healing journey. And a beginner's mindset is to let go of all of those messages that you've internalized. So some of those messages can be, oh, well, and this often comes from very well-meaning support groups. There's nothing that can help you. And until somebody finds a miracle drug that's going to help this, there's no way through. Or your doctor may say, well, look, this is something that people don't heal from. Or whatever messages you've heard, just letting all of that go. It's not true. Lots of people recover from these conditions every day. We hear about it every day in the clinic. And therefore, it's letting go of all the old messaging, what we call conditioning. Yeah. So the conditioning just means what your brain's learnt and then is responding routinely in that way. It's become conditioned. And so let go of that old conditioning. And that, once again, in your symptom pattern diary, you could write down what are some of the old messages that I'm carrying with me from my old healing journey. And now I want to come to Gupta program with a fresh state of mind. What are the attitudes we choose to have? And actually on page 12, if you've watched sessions 1, 2, and 3, which I hope all of you have, or most of you have, you will see there's something that, what are the messages you'd give to yourself to incorporate these new attitudes of being optimistic that I can get better, letting go of my doubts and just trusting, having the commitment. Because whatever anyone has said to you about their perception, that is their perception. We don't want that to impact your perception. And the best perception that you can have is having a sense of faith and trust in this program and saying, okay, whatever doubts I may have, I acknowledge my doubts. I can never believe in anything 100%, but I acknowledge my doubts and skepticism. I now put those doubts and skepticism to one side. And despite that, I now commit to the program for the next 6 months. Wherever you are in your healing journey, even if you've used the program before, start afresh. Whatever happens, I'm going to commit for the next 6 months. And in that way, you give your brain the best chance of retraining. And that's the hope that I want to give you, that when we dedicate ourselves to this program, and we have that commitment, things change, things shift, people get better. We see it every day. And before it was always, well, we hear anecdotal stories, whatever, but now we have the science behind it. We have 2 published randomized controlled trials showing really positive, effective results for the program. We have another one in the pipeline that I'll let you know about, which is very exciting for long COVID as well. So we're building up the evidence base behind this. So science is reinforcing it now. So you don't have to have just a blind faith or belief. We're going to be doing more and more research to prove this so that you don't even have to think about whether it works or not. You know it does, right? Just like any drug has to go through tests first. And so having that sense of faith and trust, I'm in the right place, I'm going to give it 100%, I'm going to go for this, and letting go of those doubts. Because I truly believe that every one of you has that power and that knowledge to heal. This body of ours, every cell of your body is renewed every 6 months, apart from the neurons themselves, but every cell in your physical body is renewed. You're a new person every 6 months. And so it's not the hardware that we're dealing with here, it's a software. It's a software programming of your body. And that is in the nervous system, in the brain. And that's what we're retraining. And the great thing is, there's nothing new you need to learn. You simply need to remove the old conditioning. Your body doesn't need to know how to be healthy. It doesn't need to learn how to be healthy. You simply remove what is obstructing it. So imagine a diamond. Now, A diamond is beautiful and glowing and bright, but you cover it with dust. Is it still a diamond? Yeah, it's still a diamond, but it's got covered in layers of dust. Healing is realizing that you already have that power to be healthy and well. You are that diamond. We're not needing to get your body better. We simply need to remove the layers of dust which are stopping your body from getting better. There's vicious cycles between the brain and the body which are preventing it from getting into its normal balance, your body's normal balance. Yeah. Does that make sense? And hopefully that's empowering, right? You don't have to learn how to be better. Your body is already knows how to get you healed, to get you back to your normal state. We simply need to remove something, yeah, which is these conditioned loops. And you're in the right place. And I want you to feel that with all the Gupta program touch points, the webinar series, the online videos, the support groups, that you've arrived home. Before you were wandering, you were lost, you were looking for things to help you. And now I want you to feel like this is your home. This is a place of safety and a place where you are acknowledged. You are seen for your condition. You're cared for. And in that state of being, you give your body and your brain the best chance of healing. Because you feel like you're in the right space, in the right place. Okay, so from that state of being, that beginner's mindset with a positive state of faith in the program, letting go of any old beliefs about retraining or about whether you can get well, and truly knowing you're in the right space, you've reached home, you're here, and you're ready to dedicate and commit yourself for the next 6 months, no matter